.com/Beach City Life, and I'm here with Daniel, who's entrepreneur in residence in Longreach, Queensland for Rapid. How you going, Daniel?
Today's going great.
Cool. Mate, I understand that you've just come to us from another location. Whereabouts have you been?
So I just finished 3 weeks in Germany, so just flew in 6:30 this morning.
Awesome. What were you doing in Germany?
So I help out with these events called Startup Weekends, just helping people over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday hustle, learn how to start a business, and we did 3 of them. So
3. Okay. Which cities did you do?
I was in Hamburg, Paderborn, and Dortmund.
Unreal. So we just did a couple of startup weekends here as well, Sunshine Coast and Gold Coast, and there's more to come. And so why Longreach? Why are you ending up there?
So back in November and December, I did a 30-day tour. I did a startup weekend in Mackay, and then I did a 2,200-kilometer trek around rural Queensland, meeting with entrepreneurs, and met some wonderful people out in central western Queensland with Rapid in Longreach. And jokingly, whenever I met up with them in Los Angeles back in the States, they just said, "What would it take to get you back?" And I just joked around and said, make an offer, and they did. So I'm here, so with a visa and ready to work and get some things started.
Awesome. And I mean, if you haven't been to Longreach, it's absolutely fantastic place to be, especially this time of year. I hope you're used to the heat, because if you're going to be there in summertime, man, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, I think they warned me it's going to get down to 0 Celsius and all the way up to, I think, 18 during these winter months. But I was out there whenever it was really hot, but that's all right. That's the name of the game.
Cool. And it's rumored that you've done a few startup weekends.
I think I'm about 50 different startup weekends in 6 different countries.
So any favorites?
So this isn't one of the 50 that I've done, but one of my favorites is Rover.com, which is the Airbnb for dog sitting. And so they started back in 2012 from a startup weekend event, and they went on to raise $40 million in the past 9 months or so. And they're just doing a phenomenal job of matching people that have pets with people that want pets to be paid attention to, babysat, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, cool. And which country was that in, and city?
This was in the U.S., and I don't know which city. So,
so you weren't at that one? Just one of your favorites?
Yeah, exactly.
So which was one of the favorite startup weekends that you went to then?
So Columbia, Missouri always does a phenomenal one, and so their urban lore is they always sell out and they always have plenty of beer. But there's a...
What's a sellout? What sort of numbers?
So it's about 130 people. That's usually whenever we cut off registration, because it just gets to be too much. But they have a startup that founded from theirs, which is called Zapier, which is sort of a if this then that. But for corporates, they do a phenomenal job, and the speakers or the founders of that team started there, and they're still going. They're worldwide. They're looking for employees here in Australia.
So. Okay, there you go. Zapier, was it?
Yep, exactly.
Cool. Look out for them. And how do you think we're faring in terms of innovation and startups here in Australia then?
So every city that I go to, I try to go to the co-working spaces. I try to meet up with the investors, the coaches, people that are just helping people launch and move their companies forward. And Australia, although no city is going to move as quickly as New York City, Chicago, or some of the other hubs, there's a lot of room that people can still get stuff done here. And whenever I was out in the rural Queensland, I was highly happy that people were problem solving, but where they need a little bit of help is in the commercialization to make sure that other people can receive the benefits of whatever solution that they've designed.
Yeah, great. So many of those looking to go global from a regional base, or are they looking at local problems?
I think they're just, no one's realizing that they solve their own problems, but there's a global reach. So we did uncover a couple of global problems in the farming industry whenever we were out in Queensland for a couple days. So.
Okay, cool. So you're looking to help them expand their sales and their reach globally, and is that the idea? Or?
Part of being an entrepreneur is being flexible to whatever comes the way. So what holds in the next 6 months, I don't know. It could be just making sure that there's a new bakery that is founded in Longreach, or it could be some global drone-based type of company or entity that's solving problems all across the globe.
Yeah. Awesome. And you're in the precinct now. Brilliant startup precinct. Absolutely, yeah. You've seen the space, guys, and it's. I think it's very conducive to creativity and collaboration and problem solving. Is there any? You've only been here since this morning, so I mean, have you had any involvement with anybody else here, and what have you got out of it?
Yeah, so this is a beautiful facility. I love that there's a whole bunch of natural and open light. To me, that's pretty key to moving forward. You also see that the spaces where people can work, everybody's been approachable, and there are just some pop-in sessions. Like at lunch today, we had a lessons learned and a what worked well this week, or this week for you if you had any wins. So that's just sort of the organic type of stuff, and you want to make sure that people that are driven just like yourself, you're around them instead of working at home alone. So this is a phenomenal space, and I think it's only the first or second week they're open, and I can't imagine what they're going to do next, but the team's done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks very much for your time, Daniel. We'd love to follow your progress in Longreach. Feel free to shout out to us on Beach City on Facebook. And same with you guys. If you're doing something cool, you're solving some real problems, or you've just got questions to ask, make sure you jump on, ask those questions on facebook.com/Beach City Life. And we'll be sure to try and answer those properly, or ask someone else to answer them for you. Thanks for watching, and share and watch.